a different language. Radio content. Got it. Hi guys, how are you doing today? Happy New Year. How are you today? Good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. This is my first live on YouTube. It's so easy to go on live on YouTube now. It's so easy. I thought, you know what, let me try it. Why not? On today's video, I will be sharing with you 7 things I wish I knew before I started selling on eBay. I have been selling on eBay for some time now, and I think I've got, no one knows it all, but I have been selling on eBay for some time now. So you can ask me questions about eBay, when to list an item, when not to list an item, when to sell an item, when not to sell an item, the type of things that will sell on eBay and make you a profit. I think I know a thing or two about eBay. You know, let me give you a bit of backstory. I started selling on eBay when I had my daughter. I was home. I had just graduated from uni, and you know what? I was just home with my daughter, and I was walking around the shops and going around and thinking, what can I do as a new mom? As a new mom, I have a daughter. What can I do? How can I make a little bit of money on the side? That was how I checked online, and then I just thought, you know what, let me try eBay. There was eBay, there was Amazon, you know, but I had just 25 pounds at the time to spend, and I thought, you know what, let me just start with this 25 pounds. I went into some shops, you know, and got some few items, and then I started selling them, and then, you know, they sold, they went, I made a bit of profit. So that was how I started selling on eBay, and eBay has been my side hustle for some time now, you know, and I'd recommend eBay for you, for anyone watching. If you're watching this video, you can do eBay, you can start eBay today as a side hustle. But there are certain things I wish I knew when I started eBay, because if I had known some of these things, you know, things would have worked out for me better when I just started, but I did not know these things. So I'm going to share them with you. Number one, scammers. Yes. You don't have a lot of scammers out there. No, if you hear scammers, it's not like everyone there is coming for you, is coming to scam you, is coming to know. But there are scammers out there. And they will do things like, let me tell you what happened with me once. Okay. I made a sale, and the buyer asked me to ship the item to another address. I was like, come on, how do I ship this item to an address that is not registered on eBay? And they were like, oh no, other sellers have done it before. You can do it. It's okay. It's not a problem. But I'd recommend you never try that. Never ship an item to a buyer. Never, never. They'll give you another address. Never use it. Use the address that you have got on eBay. It's very important. They'll give you, oh no, I just moved, this is my new address. Tell them to change the address on eBay. Tell them to go on to eBay, change the address. Do not send the item to an address that is not on eBay. If you do that, eBay is not going to give your money back. You're going to lose your money and the item. So make sure you don't ship an item to an address that is not registered on eBay or PayPal. If you do that, you're going to lose your money. That is the first thing. So don't, it's a no, no, no. You know, don't do it. And some buyers would ask you to ship the item, and they'll ask you to do the sales out of eBay. If you get that, just know that they are scammers. If you come across a buyer who tells you to end the item on eBay, and sell the item to them on the site, just know that they are scammers. They are there to scam you. So don't, it's a no, 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 no. Don't do it. Some of them will be like, oh, just, you're not going to pay eBay fees. Let's do the transaction out of eBay. Just know they are scammers. Don't do that. It's a no, no. So do not ship any item to an address that is not registered on eBay. Don't do that. That is the first one. Don't do it. And another thing is, try to use the discount on eBay, like shipping discount. Use it. You are better off using eBay shipping discount. They've registered with certain companies in your area, in your country. Use them. It's going to save you money, it's going to save you time, it's going to save you headache. So use those shipping discounts, use those companies that eBay recommends for you in your area. Use them to ship the item. You know, it helps because when you use them, the tracking is automatically there. It's automatically sent to the seller. The seller has got the tracking, eBay has got the tracking. So you don't have to come and put in the tracking manually. Because if you go and post the item yourself, you have to come in and put the tracking manually. So make sure you use those postal services that eBay has for you on the site. Those eBay and those postal services that eBay recommends you use them. They're going to help because you don't have to come and enter the tracking manually. You just have to buy the postage labels, and the buyers will see the tracking immediately and they can track the item. So that is the second one. The third one is to manage your inventory. When you start selling on eBay, let's say you start selling this on eBay, you might think it's one item, two items, three items, four items. Make sure you label your items. So if you're selling 10 items, make sure you label them and put the, let's say this item is item 24. So when you list this item, when you take photos of this item and you list it on eBay, make sure this item has got a location. This is the most important thing I might be saying today. This will give, if you don't do this, it's going to give you headache. Make sure this item, if you're listing this item on eBay, on any platform, on any e-commerce platform, make sure your item has got a location. It's got a number, so that let's say this item is item 24. I would have location 24 where I'll put this item. And when you list the item, make sure at the end of the item it's got the location where this item is found. The most important thing is locating your item once you sell them. If you sell an item and you cannot locate the item, you cannot understand how frustrating it is. If you're an eBay seller watching this, have you ever sold an item and then you go to look for the item and you can't find where the item is? It's frustrating, isn't it? It's so frustrating to sell an item and then you don't know what it is. So it's very important to label your item, know where the item is, make sure you put the item location, make sure when you finish listing the item, you put the item at the right place, right location. Because sometimes you might list an item and you think, okay, I'll put it later, I'll put it later, and then you forget to label it, you forget, and later you cannot remember. So you just think, okay, this is item 23, and you put it in the box, in item 23 box, and then later you cannot find the item. So it's very important that you make sure you label every item you list on any social media site, so you can find the item once sales goes through or once you sell the item. It's very, very important. So make sure you manage your inventory well on any social media site. That is very, very important. And when it comes to global shipping, some people just think I cannot sell internationally. No, you can. Just turn it on. You know, the beauty with global shipping, especially when it comes to eBay, is that you don't ship the item internationally. No, you ship the item to a location in your country. Let's say you're in Germany and you sell on eBay. You just need to turn on your global shipping on eBay. And once the item sells, eBay, let's say you charge $4.99 to ship the item to your buyer. That is the same amount eBay is going to send you. So you are going to ship the item to your eBay global shipping location in your country. And then eBay will take it from there. So you don't need to be scared to ship internationally. It's okay to ship internationally. And it's okay to sell internationally. So don't think that, oh no, I don't want to sell internationally. No, it's okay. Turn on your global shipping, sell internationally, and eBay will sort it out for you. They're going to pay you to send it to a location in your country, and then they'll take it from there. You know, good afternoon. How are you today? Today we are here to discuss on things I wish I knew before I started selling on eBay. So this is so that's global shipping. The next one is when you join any online selling platform, eBay, Amazon, make sure you join the reseller community. It's important so you can learn. If you do not join the reseller community, you will not be able to learn fast. You know, that people who've gone through things, that people selling who go through things on a regular basis. And if you join the community, you're going to learn from them. So once you start selling on any online platform, make sure you join the reseller community. So on eBay, there's a reseller community on eBay. Well, once you join eBay, join the community, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn how to sell fast. You're going to learn which products sell fast. You're going to learn where to get your inventory. You have people. Your neighbor might be doing eBay and you don't know. You might have people in your community doing what you want to do. And they've got information on where to buy, when to buy, posting, where to get cheap things. And you wouldn't know because you don't join the community. So once you start selling on eBay, make sure you join the reseller community. It's very important, you know. Another thing I'd recommend is for you to take your own photos. Take your own photos. Why I say that is because let's say you're selling this cup and there are 20 other people selling this. If you take your own photo, it's going to stand out because a lot of people use images that they just pick online. You go online and there's someone selling this cup and you just take the same image and then you use it. What makes your product different? What makes you different? It starts from your photos. So when you start selling on eBay, take your own photos. Don't use photos that you pick up online. Because if there are 10 of these items online and you have your photo different, let's say my own photo is on a blue background, it stands out. If I'm holding my photo, the photo of this cup, if I take a photo like this with this glass, it stands out. But if you go and pick a photo from anywhere online where you've got like that, and with 10 other photos with white background, it doesn't stand out. So if you want your listings to stand out, make sure you take your own photos. Take your own photos. It's very, very important. Another thing I'd recommend is selling designer items, especially on eBay, like used designer items. It's okay to sell used designer items, but make sure they're genuine. The worst thing you can do as a new seller is to start selling designer items that are not genuine. If they are not genuine, they will be spotted. Buyers will spot it and they'll make a report to eBay. They'll flag the item straight away. Sellers will flag flag it. Anyone on eBay can flag an item and go, this item is not real, and eBay will put it down. And then if you do it 3 times, you start getting issues with eBay, and you don't want that. So if you're not sure if your item is genuine or not, especially this Gucci, Versace, these branded items, keep them on the side. Make sure you find out if they're genuine. If they're genuine, good and fine, you can sell them. But if you cannot find out, and if you're not sure, don't. It's gonna hurt your page. You don't want to. You don't want to hurt your page. You don't want to get into trouble with eBay. Especially as a new seller, you don't want to get into trouble. And you know what, I'll be making another video on how to get feedback, how you can easily get feedback on eBay. So I'll see how this goes. This is my first one. It's my first live video. This is my first live video, but I'm just gonna try again tomorrow, and then I'll see how it goes. But I've got a lot to share, especially when it comes to eBay. So the next one, as I said, don't sell designer goods unless you're sure that they are genuine. Okay, these are some of the things you need when you start selling on eBay. You will need to have a printer. If you are selling like 5 items, you can manually, that's what I used to do, you manually write the name of the buyer's name, you write your address. You can manually do it when it's 5 items, 10 items. But when you start selling 20, 30, 40, you need a printer. Don't you think so? You need a printer. Printers are not expensive. You can buy printers online. If you get a printer on eBay, you're going to get a printer plus feedback. So that's how you start accumulating your feedback. You accumulate your feedback as a new seller by buying from eBay. Yes. So once you buy a printer, that is one feedback. You buy tape, that's another feedback. You buy bubble wrap. You buy your parceling bag. You get your scale. Don't forget to get your scale. When you're starting, you need to have a scale because you need to weigh those items so you know how much you're going to charge for postage. So make sure you buy your scale. So once, let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, these are 5 items. So once you get these 5 items on eBay, you have 5 feedback already. You've gained 5 feedback on your brand new eBay page, So that is how you get feedback as well. So you need, when you open your shop on eBay, make sure you buy some of the items you need to use on eBay. Buy them on eBay so you will get feedback straight away, So that is it. So you need these things to start your eBay business. You need a printer, you need a tape, you need bubble wraps, you need parceling bags, you need a scale as well to make sure you insert the right weight of the item. You cannot price your item or give accurate postage cost if you don't know the weight of the item, and don't guess it. If let's say for example you're selling a pair of shoes, it's 5 kilos. You've got some shoes like those skin boots, they're about 5 kilos each. So if you don't weigh them before listing them, and you put the normal shipping cost, let's say you say, okay, it's $3.99 to ship this item. Meanwhile, it's going to cost you £12 to ship the item. No, make sure you put the right shipping cost. Otherwise, you might get in trouble with the seller. The seller might not be happy. So make sure you have a scale so you can weigh your items and you put the right shipping cost. That is another one. Returns. When it comes to returns on eBay, this one is a whole topic on its own. Returns. One thing I'd advise you to do straight up is for you to go see, once you start eBay, just put free returns. Once you have free returns, whatever happens, eBay will back you up. Yes. So make sure you go for free returns. And I've come to realize that when you have the free returns option, buyers buy from you without thinking, because they know that, okay, if we don't like the item, we are going to send it back. But most of the times, buyers don't send the items back, you know. So I'd rather you go for that option. So if the item gets damaged by the buyer, eBay will issue you a refund because you offer free returns. If you don't offer free returns, that is when buyers start damaging items, because they want to show eBay that the item is damaged, so they don't pay for return levels. Do you get it? If you offer free returns and the buyer sends the item back to you damaged, eBay will pay your money back. But if you don't offer free returns and the buyer damages the item and sends it back to you, eBay is not going to help you with this. eBay will not help you. It will be so complicated. In certain instances, they'll send you to go and fill a police report. There's a police report. They'll send you to go and report fraud. They'll send you a form. You have to go and fill the form online, and then you send them the number, and then they'll be able to appeal the case, you know. But remember, once there's a case between you and the buyer, eBay refunds the buyer ASAP. It's gone. Now you have to fight for your money. That is how it is, you know. And that is why I recommend free returns, because if you offer free returns, eBay is going to make sure you get your money back. You know, another one is yeah, we've spoken about the scammers as well. You know, please don't sell outside eBay. Some buyers will ask you to take the item off eBay and sell it to them privately. Don't do it. Scammers do that a lot to new sellers. Don't. It's a no, no, no. Don't do it. Another thing is, buyers would ask you to ship to another address. They have got an address on eBay. That is the address that eBay recognizes. That is their the address they have on eBay. Ship it to the address they have on eBay. Don't ship it to another address. When you open your eBay shop, most scammers, we don't have a lot of them, but you have scammers will ask you to ship the item to another address, or they'll give you excuses. I just moved. That's one. I just moved. I just moved. I have not changed my address on eBay. Ask them to change it. It doesn't take 5 minutes to change your address on eBay. Ask them to change the address on eBay. They'll tell you they just moved, or they are going away to visit someone, so they would rather you ship it to the person's house because they will not be home. Or they'll tell you they are going to see their mom, so by the time they get to their mom's house, they want the thing to be there, so they would rather you ship it to their mom's house. Don't do it. That is coming, because eBay has not got the address. Once you do that, eBay is not going to refund your money, and you're going to lose your money and your item. So do not ship any item to an address that is not registered on eBay or PayPal or any platform you sell on, you know. And don't forget to use the eBay shipping discount as well. Use it. It's good. It works. It helps. It's cheaper. It's better, you know. I think that is about it for today. Thanks very much for sharing your time with me today. I'll be bringing more videos on eBay. This is my first video. I can't remember the last time I made a live video on eBay. I think it's a long time ago. I'm sure I made one video on eBay and on YouTube about eBay, and this is the first one for a long time. So I think that's about it. I will be coming live again. Let's see how it goes. All the best. Always take care. Do ask your questions, and if there's anything you'd like to add to this live broadcast, do add it down below the comment section. If you've had any, if you've been scammed by anyone, if you've had any of these issues I've talked about, if there are any lessons you've learned from eBay that you'd like us to learn, let us know, and we'll all read through the comment section and learn from your gains or your mistakes. Thanks very much. All the best. Bye bye. Okay, now I don't know how to end the video. How do you end it? Is it just a cross? Let's see, cross. Are you sure you want to stop streaming?